So much, David Meltzer, for being with us. You are the director of the international relations of the Association of Widows and Orphans. I would like to understand, what is your organization and what does she do on a regular day?
Thank you for having me, and thank you for the question. The IDF Widows and Orphans organization has been around since 1991, and we are the representative organization for all widows, widowers and orphans of Israel's fallen heroes from all the wars, and obviously including this one as well. Our objective is to be a support for them. We offer psychosocial support. We offer activities. There are medical grants. There is scholarships available and much, much more. But more than anything, we are there for them for life. And they know that they have a representative organization that they can turn to for help with anything.
What is different today that wasn't not before?
The sheer number. The sheer number. By comparison, I can tell you, on October 6th, we had 372 orphan children as members of our organization. Today, that number stands over 800. So the number has more than doubled. We have 232 widows that have been sadly welcomed into the fold of the work that we do, as opposed to 20 in the war in 2014.
Thank you so much for being with us, Hagar. And you're one of the widows that David talked about just now. You're pregnant, 8 months pregnant. You're gonna give birth to a magnificent princess in a few weeks, I hope. And tell us, please, about yourself and who was Yaakov.
First of all, I'm 9 months pregnant.
Okay.
I'm 38 weeks far along, so. And Yaakov was first of all, he was like one of the best people with the biggest heart. On October 7th, when he heard what happened, he couldn't relax. He just straight away jumped and looked what he could do. He wasn't enlisted at first. He went up to his moshav up north to join the guarding the guarding the security detail over there until they call him to draft. And then he used to sew vests and army gear. And so he, first of all, made an order of all the fabrics and everything. He was just looking for all the ways he could to give until they called him. And the beginning, they called him up north to serve at the north. And then he managed to contact a few of his old friends from back when he was in the army. And they drew him to their own gdud.
Battalion.
Battalion, yeah. So they drew him to his old battalion. So the next day he went down south. And
did he have the time to touch your stomach and to know that he's going to be a father of a princess?
Yes, he managed to, on the last time he was home, he felt a kicking for the first time. And we decided on a name together for her. So he knew what would be a name. He died when I was 22 weeks far along, so he didn't get to see my stomach getting really big. But 4 days before he died, I sent him an ultrasound where he could see her face. We were discussing who she looked like. He thought she looked like his brother. And he was very, very excited for her. I was really looking forward to meeting her.
Why is it so important for that organization, for widows and orphans to be close to you, beyond the help that you received on a regular day from your family and relatives?
First of all, the fact that only from this war I met so many other pregnant widows. It's other women that it's a chance to talk to other women in the same situation as I do, and they did meetings, and they help a lot with programs towards the birth, because I wasn't planning on having my first child alone. I was planning to have Yaakov with me, and some stuff need to change with a new situation. So the organization has a new program called Letzidech that really gives a nice matefet, like support in a lot of stuff.
When we're talking with soldiers suffering from PTSD, they are saying we feel better when we talk to a brother in arms, that we look like them, they are the same. Is it also the goal or the aim of your organization to organize meetings with people that look like widows and orphans, that they can share feelings?
Absolutely. It's a long-term and short-term goal of the organization, creating the sense of community, creating community, actually. And this Letzidech program that Hagar is talking about is one of the unique programs that has been established specifically for this war. There are 28 pregnant widows right now. 7 of them have given birth already. And we understood that this is a community within itself also. And we arranged the first meeting. The second meeting is on the way. And I've heard from other women who are participating, one that I spoke with only last week, who said she didn't want to go. She didn't want to have anything to do with anyone else in her situation. She didn't want to belong to that group. And then in the last minute, she changed her mind. She came, she said, I'll see what it's all about. And as she met Hagar and the other women who were there, she felt them verbalizing what she was feeling, and suddenly she understood that this is a group, only this group can understand us. This is the type of work that we are very committed to.
We are talking a lot about heroes that gave all what they could to defend the state. Do you have the feeling that thanks to this organization, you are here, people are talking to you, that you are not a widow of a hero, you are a woman that need something about your life?
Yes. I think the emphasis the organization does is, first of all, not to take away the memory of Yaakov. They give the fallen heroes, they give them their rightful place and all the respect they deserve, while they give us a sense of support and hope that even though they are not here, somebody sees us and we're not alone. And just because I feel that just because Yaakov isn't here to help me with everything, basically, they give the support. They have my back, and it's without taking his place. It's with full respect to his place and his memory. It helps. It helps me keep his memory as well.
What do you expect from the Israeli people? What can we do for you?
I want my daughter to grow up in Israel, where her dad is everywhere and he will not be forgotten, and she will have all the chances and all the opportunities she would have had if he was here. So basically the support of people to give her all the opportunities that she deserves.
I may thank you for your courage and everything that
Thank you.
that you were today and everything. Thank you so much. Thank you. And ask you the same question. What should be done, could be done from us to support them?
Whilst none of us can ever take away the pain or help with the loss that Hagar and all the other families have experienced, what we can do is to be there for her, for Hagar, for her daughter who is to be born, and for all the other families. By supporting the IDF Widows and Orphans organization, you allow us to be there for them. It's an investment in Hagar's daughter's future and all of the other children to make sure that they have a dignified life ahead of them in the best way possible.